What's up, YouTube? This is David Farabee coming to y'all just to give y'all some inspiration. I was out the other day on a shoot, and somebody just came to me and just said, "How do you get started with photography?" I'm like, "Oh, whoa, you just start." you know, it's like, you got an iPhone? Shoot, start shooting. He's like, "How do I buy a camera?" I'm like, you save up your money and buy a camera. And you just gotta get out there. So I was just thinking. Then I sat down and gave him some real pointers. And then I'm just saying, just get started with anything, man. Just save your money. You don't have to buy the latest gear. He was asking me what kind of camera to buy. I was like, I really can't tell you that. Just buy the camera that you can afford right now. Get some shots in, get some shoots. Just start shooting and see what you like to shoot first. Then, keep shooting, keep getting better. Learn your camera. Whatever camera you do have, learn the camera. Don't buy a lot of gear until you make some money. Start making that money first, and then, build your gear up. He's like, well, where do I start? I was like, start now. You start with your iPhone, just like I said. Start with your iPhone. You have an Instagram account, put some pictures on Instagram with your iPhone. What's your budget? He told me his budget. I was like, well, start with a DSLR, because you can't start with the latest mirrorless with his budget that he told me. So I said, you have enough money to have a good DSLR body and a nice lens, and start there. And just shoot, man. Just shoot. Get with your friends. Tell your friends, do you need some shots or something? Take your friend, just like I'm doing. Actually, I was out with my friend, just practicing around out in Atlanta. So when he came up to me, he said, we started a conversation. I was saying, just, practice up. Just start where you can. Get in where you fit in. Don't go all crazy with this, because it might not be for you, for one, and you might, want to get out of it. So, because it's hard work. You get out there, you have to socialize. And if you want to do it for business, you have to socialize more than you're going to shoot. Because if you're doing this for a business, it's, I would say, 80% socializing, getting your clients, getting the business ready, getting the websites, keeping all that stuff up, and 20% shooting. And so you have to get out there and socialize, talk to people, get your clients, get your clientele, build up a group, and then you get your shoots. And then once you get a name for yourself, you get some word of mouth going, you get your marketing going, then you get a role. So, and also in Atlanta, we have a lot of meetups. So get in photography meetup. That is a big thing around here. So I learned more in a photography meetup in about 2 weeks than I learned a whole school semester when I took photography in school. So yeah, get with some like-minded people, your photography group, and yeah, talk to them. They'll love to help you out. You have some people out there who talk bad about you. You know who y'all are. Y'all got those haters out there, but it's more people who want to help you than there are haters out there. So don't be afraid to jump in. Just work within your budget if you're starting. Work within your budget. Everybody has a laptop these days, so work within your budget. Get all the tools you need to get your gear, get your laptop, get your editing software. Put some nice pictures out there. Once you get that money going, probably get a website, get the real business look going, and then you'll get that word of mouth. Your clientele will grow, but you got to keep at it. You got to keep at it. You got to practice, 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 practice. And then hopefully it'll grow. You know, just keep at it. Don't slack at it, because it's not going to fall in your lap. Trust me, it's not. So that was my advice. Take it or leave it. I hope you get something out of it. If y'all have any questions for me, hit me up. Love to answer your questions. If I can't answer your questions, I got a lot of people who can, y'all. All right. So keep shooting, y'all. Don't give it up, man. People don't like your stuff. As long as you like it, keep shooting. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. All right, this is Dave Farabee with ER Photography here in Atlanta. Peace.